Tip number 1. To get a better finish out of the cutting machine, when you've got your drawing in Inkscape or any package, highlight the drawing and flip it or mirror image it before sending to the machine. This first photograph shows if you send the drawing to the cutter as you've drawn it, then your front surface will be rough edged like this, which is not good when fitting brick paper or any other coverings. On the back side of that, as you can see, you get a lovely smooth finish. So if you flip the drawing, then you will get the smooth edge on the face side and the rough edge on the back of it. Tip number 2. If you're going to cut out very fine window frames, for example, some of these spacings here are down to 0.5 of a millimetre. So if you can afford it, purchase premium fine point blades just for these types of things. You can see the difference in the colour, which is white for the premium and grey for the fine point blades. They're both cut with a 1.1mm blade, but they are far superior for cutting and longer lasting. Even if you've used the baby wipe method to regularly clean the mats, they will eventually gather a lot of hard dirt to remove, and the mat is then not very sticky. One of the ways you can do this is to buy a goo and stain remover. This is one of many types, and using gloves and a cloth and in a well ventilated area, spray the mat with this material. Once it's been on a minute, then take a cloth, wipe it over, and again within about a minute, this is what you will end up with. You then must wash it in warm soapy water to remove all of the excess material, and it will bring the glue with it. Leave the mat to dry for about 24 hours, I do, and I use this particular product, which you can use others, but this one's recommended by a few people. Aleen's Tack It Over and Over, and you apply it with a brush. A light brush coat over the mat, allow it to dry, and then it returns its stickiness again. And you can put this on over and over until you want to clean it again and then start all over. Eventually the mat will wear out with overcuts, but this just extends the life a little. And then you end up with a nice, clean, sticky mat. I've posted this tip as I found that the tools that you can buy that go with the machine are very, very helpful and are usually of good quality. On the left, the spatula, lifting things off the board. Then you've got the scoring tool. The top, you've got a scraper for getting excess paper off the mat. And the most useful one is the picking tool in the middle for those pesky little window frames when you need to pick out the small pieces. And the inverse tweezers are very useful, and the pair of scissors on the right are very, very sharp and very pointed. Makes them ideal for any fine work that you need to do. One final word, look out for discount prices on all of the products, as I've found that sometimes you can get 30 to 40% off some of the major outlets when they have a sale, especially for things like Mother's Day. Thanks for watching. See you next time.